The average person in his or her lifetime has at least thought of what it would be like to travel to space. The idea of it is so futuristic that the realm of possibilities makes it almost dismissible. Future meet Elon Musk. Musk, from a young age, founded or co-founded major companies such as PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX, has already initiated his strategy to change the world and revolutionize human life on other planets. Musk is paving the way to send humans to space, colonize Mars, and to clinch the title for future historians as the pioneer of the multi-planet civilization. According to Neil Strauss, a writer for the Rolling Stone magazine, Musk was born in South Africa on June 28, 1971, to a British-Canadian model mother and an extremely smart engineering father who was a bit emotionally abusive. To circumvent this abuse, Musk spent most of his hours reading books, a lot of them about space travel. Although he was very brilliant, he didn't have very many friends and was bullied quite frequently. On one occasion, he was beaten so badly he had to take a trip to the hospital. After a consistent stream of abuse, Musk decided to leave South Africa at the age of 17 and relocate to Canada, his mother's homeland. It was here he determined his life's work, which would focus on saving humanity, and that goal required travel and life for humans outside of planet Earth. He was accepted into Stanford University and he began his PhD in applied physics and material science. After 2 days, Musk dropped out of the program to pursue his entrepreneurial aspirations. Musk created an online maps company called Zips2, and he eventually sold it to Compaq. Quickly after the sale of Zips2, Musk opened X.com, which was an online finance company that eventually merged into PayPal. Once PayPal was sold for $1.5 billion, Musk invested his time and money into Tesla Motors and SpaceX, two businesses he was extremely passionate about. With Tesla Motors, Musk focused on opportunities aimed at saving the environment through the use of battery technology. With SpaceX, Musk's vision for humanity took on a whole new meaning. Musk envisioned a day when rockets could be reused in order to cut costs and financially pave the way for mankind's space travel and eventual colonization of Mars. According to the editors at Access Science, in reviewing the costs associated with launching a rocket into space, it is easy to see why reusable space technology is so important. With a price tag of $62 million per rocket launch, only the wealthiest humans or big industries can pursue space. In years past, as rockets launched their payloads into space, they returned by burning up in the Earth's atmosphere and crashing into the ocean. Everyone, including NASA, said, "You can never return to Earth with a rocket for reuse." You can never tell a visionary like Elon that that's possible. A monumental accomplishment occurred for Musk on December 22nd, 2015, when SpaceX was successful in returning and landing its first stage Falcon 9 rocket vertically at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. Now that Musk knows reusable technology is possible, his short-term goal is to drop launch costs to 10% of current costs. Musk continues to persevere, knowing that he needs cheaper, bigger, and better. SpaceX advanced its Falcon 9 project into Falcon Heavy and created the most powerful rocket in the world. The addition of this 3-stage rocket makes it possible to carry larger payloads into space, reducing customer costs while increasing SpaceX's bottom line. The Falcon Heavy can now transport multiple satellites, cargo, and human beings to the space station. In Falcon Heavy's initial test run, Musk transported his personal Tesla convertible with Starman and Mannequin sitting in the driver's seat as though he was going for a Sunday drive. A view of this whimsical sight can be found on the website for SpaceX. It is important to note that the same reusable technology was used to safely land 2 of the 3 booster rockets back on Earth simultaneously next to each other. Where is this all leading? The ultimate goal of Musk is to colonize 1 million people on Mars. The success of Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy was aided in the development of the Big Frickin' Rocket, otherwise known as BFR. BFR is a 16-story rocket that will be able to transport 200 to 300 people to Mars during each launch. This Falcon Heavy rocket will thrust BFR out of the Earth's gravitation, pull, then safely return to Earth. The BFR will continue its course to Mars, land gently, dispense passengers, pick up returning passengers, and continue back to Earth without the help of additional rockets. This multiplanetary habitat ensures sustainable life in the event of a catastrophe on Earth. You should now know that space travel and a goal to save humanity has been a passion for Musk since an early age. With his passion for innovation and business development success, Musk was able to create reusable technology needed to realize his dream. Musk, with his SpaceX company, created the most powerful rocket that puts Musk's goal of colonizing Mars within reach. From his humble beginnings to his current billionaire status, Musk's visions and goals have never wavered. Like most entrepreneurs, Musk is a dreamer, and he has the spirit and drive to accomplish brilliant things most people cannot even comprehend. Musk has a mission to provide space travel opportunities to humans, colonize Mars, and save humanity. He will do it. In his article, The Architect of Tomorrow, Neil Strauss says it best. Musk will likely be remembered as one of the most seminal figures of this millennium. Kids on all the terraforming planets of the universe will look forward to Musk Day, when they get the day off to celebrate the birth of the Earthling who single-handedly ushered in the era of space colonization. Thank you.